GoForLittle.com is the smart place to search for a wide variety of fun and low-cost things to do in your community. Enter your zip code, click the activity you want and your price range, and you'll find a lot to do for a little, sometimes free, at GoForLittle.com.
Self-high five.
Yeah. Petito, welcome back. Diamond Dallas Page is here. Great to see you, Diamond Dallas.
Great to see
Page,
you, Larry.
DDP.
Good to be here.
Looking good, looking fit, and your DDP yoga has done so much for so many people. But I have some unfortunate. You've probably seen for yourself. What do you think of Vinny's figure?
Well, at first I got set off by the new mustache. You know, it's a porn star looking look.
Right.
And I don't know if you got the junk to carry that mustache, bro. Not that I want to know, but
but it is a question.
It's kind of
it's a reasonable question.
He's kind of like a guilty elementary school principal. He's embezzled some cash from the teacher fund.
Yes.
Guilty till proven innocent.
Yeah, you look like the principal stole the curse jar in the teacher's lounge at Sandy Hook Elementary School.
I got to point something out, Larry.
Yeah.
You know, I besides having DVDs and T-shirts and all that stuff on my DDPyoga.com site, I sell heart monitors. You know, a good heart monitor.
Yeah,
I can tell he's not been using the heart monitor, but he's got the watch on.
Yeah, well, at least he's using it to find,
Oh, he does have it on.
Yeah,
okay.
he does. Yeah,
Okay,
but it's
he
not
does.
helping. Diamond Dallas Page, what are your thoughts on Vinny's shape, and has he let you down?
Well, no, nobody who ever gains the weight lets me down. They let themselves down. You know,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things that, you know, we deal with. You know, 'cause I've got this site, Team DDPyoga.com, where people come in, and he was one of the very active people on there.
Right.
And they feel embarrassed when they lose the weight. I never want anybody to feel like that.
Wait a minute,
But,
Vinny, did you feel embarrassed when you lost weight?
no. I'm talking about when he goes back and starts to gain
when
it
he
back.
gains it back. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel
Yeah.
embarrassed?
Honestly, yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see what you're
I
saying. And then they stop being a part of the community online because they're
right.
embarrassed and they
Is that what happened to you, Vinny? You stopped going online?
I did, yeah. I was a little bit embarrassed. I was embarrassed.
It's a support group, you know.
Yeah.
He had an awesome support group, but then, you know, you start beating yourself up. I call it emotional gravity. Nobody can pull you down more than you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that, Vinny?
Yeah, I did.
Does that mean anything to you?
It means a lot, yes.
I think you pulled yourself down a lot.
I did. I did a little bit.
Looks
yeah.
like he blew himself up a lot.
Eric, you're not helping.
That's not the only thing he pulls a lot.
You got to see that hot
Tim,
Thanks, guys.
Tim, this is why he's going to get fatter. You got to help him.
No, he has to be able to deal with it.
I saw a news story yesterday.
I've heard
Berating
worse,
fat
so-
people makes them lose weight.
So what did make you? What do you think made you get off the weight loss bandwagon there, Vinny?
I guess it was a mixture of different things. I was like from March. I started doing DDP yoga in March. From March to September, I was doing it like 3 to 5 days.
All right,
a
but what
week.
happened? Where's the breakdown? Let's pinpoint where it went wrong.
I think where it went wrong was I think it was the September.
Was it Eric's comment he made?
Oh no, Eric had nothing to do with
was
it.
it Steve? He made a comment,
It
right?
could have been me.
No, I had nothing to do with nothing to do with you guys.
Was it a girl?
No.
What was the incident?
I think it was cheesecake.
Well, one incident that what happened was during the week in September when we were on vacation for Yom Kippur.
Right.
I got sick during the vacation,
Right.
and even though I was sick, I was still trying to do the DDP yoga.
And what
but-
do I always tell you? When you don't feel good, I tell you don't do it. You know?
Right.
I always tell you that, but some people okay, so you kept trying to do DDP yoga. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things like we always say, like check your ego at the door. I always have a problem with that. I mean, like even when we were working out, you were telling me to slow down a lot. So I guess that's just
He has
the
an
mentality
ego?
I have.
So wait, I don't understand. So you got sick and you still...
I kept trying to do it, and then I realized, like after a couple workouts, I just couldn't do it. So I stopped for a while.
Uh-huh.
So that was about a couple of weeks. Then in October, I started doing it again, and then I got sick again.
Very
and then,
intense. All right.
Then I
okay.
tried it again, and then in
You don't have to yell.
November.
You don't have to yell.
Yeah, shh.
I was
Take a breath. Take a breath.
Yeah,
take a
take a
breath.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I was yelling. I'm
DDP,
sorry.
what is going on? How can Vinny turn this around?
Well, you know, I think it's always taking someone else to help click it in, like someone to inspire you. And I'm going to show you a picture. I've been saving this picture. You know, I've been working with Jake Roberts, right?
Jake Roberts. Yeah, Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake. When I got with him, we started a movie, The Resurrection of Jake the Snake. It's a documentary we're doing.
Right.
And Jake, who's been as hot as you can get at one time in wrestling, a lot of people know about the downfall because of Beyond the Mat, or drug addiction, alcoholism, etc. And then there was another thing that played on TMZ that
Scarred but Smarter.
Yeah, well,
That's my film.
never mind.
Same thing.
Well, the bottom line is Jake, he'd hit a really, really bad low. And I called him up and we started talking and I was like, listen, Jake.
Was he on drugs, Jake the Snake Roberts?
Yeah, crack cocaine. Drugs.
Oh, my
Wasn't
God.
the wrestler loosely based on him a little bit?
I would say a lot of it was based on him.
Wow.
And Jake, didn't get paid for anything that was based on him, which is another thing. It's like everybody making up or him falling into this hole. All he did is pull himself deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
And I called him up and I could tell he was just at a moment. And I was like, dude, if you do this program and you actually can lose like
Hold it. Vinny, stop itching your balls, please. Thank you.
He touches himself constantly.
I know. You're like, I'm looking at it.
I was scratching my leg, but
You got close. No, go ahead.
I just
want to know what he
ruining
did.
a life-affirming story
DDP,
that
continue.
Dallas Page is telling.
Show some respect. Don't itch your balls when DDP's telling stories.
Hey, where do you get purple
especially
workout
behind my
shorts?
back. Stop scratching your balls.
Put your hands on the desk, Vinny. Thank you.
So you convinced Jake to do the DDP.
And then he had to lose. He was up to 305 pounds, and Jake has got skinny arms and skinny legs. It's all in his stomach.
Yeah.
And I said, if you can lose 10 pounds on your own, I'll come down there and I'll start filming you. And if you lose another 15 on your own, because you got to start, eating healthier, because he ate garbage and taking care of himself.
Vinny, what have you been eating lately? That's the key because that's key, right, Diamond Dallas Page?
Well, absolutely. Well, the short and long story of this, Jake lost 26 pounds on his own. I moved him to Atlanta. This is Jake when I first came to see him.
Oh, man. He
And
looks
this is Jake, and this is Jake yesterday.
Let me see.
Very good.
Before,
Looking
he
a lot
looks
better.
like Hank Kingsley's producer, Larry Sanders' producer, Rip Torn. And
Yes.
look at him now. Now he looks like Southside Steve.
Now he's just
Yeah,
ripped.
come on.
Well, he's still got a little ways to go.
He's ripped like Southside Steve.
Yeah, I got a little bit of.
No, but you can see how much.
He's got a ponytail and he's wearing the same shirts.
But you can see how much healthier he is now than where he was before.
So much healthier. And I tell you, dude, he's so much clearer when you're drug free. He's been drug free over 120 days.
That's gonna
He's
help.
been alcohol free over 78 days.
Right.
So that's something he needed to do, and start eating real food. And Vinny knows when it goes back to this is one of your heroes, right?
yes, I was a big fan of Jake the Snake.
So again, it's
Look at him now,
showing
Vinny.
someone that I know you looked up to me as one of your heroes. Here's a guy who's literally changing his life, but he's not doing it and then stopping. He's continuing to roll through this. He's got a few more pounds to lose, but it isn't just the weight. It's the attitude. It's the mental clearness that he has. That's amazing.
You can go back to the 80s for Jake the Snake because when I was a kid, I watched wrestling all the time, every time it was on. He was one of the first anti-heroes, one of the first bad guys who just decided to become good. And then to see what they did to him and be on the mat, it just ruined your perception.
What did they
And
do to him?
They just made him look like a loser and fat and out of, and what
And
DDP's doing is helping him beat all that bad.
Right.
And leaving the business the way he wants to. Like, we're getting him ready for just one more match. And it's not a big match.
How old is he
WWE.
now?
He's a year older than me. I'm 56. He's 57.
Wow.
And he couldn't go from standing to the ground. Like, this workout, DDP yoga heals your body. This helps you lose weight is a side effect. It's about healing your body, getting your body strong again. He couldn't go from standing. We got all the footage to the ground. Had to use a chair, and it was like go down in pieces. Couldn't do a push-up on his knees. Today, well, not today, 3 weeks ago, he could do 5-second push-ups where you lower for 5, hold for 5,
Wow.
up for 5. And then he went into the gym. And the reason I brought this up, too, is we just put a thing up on Intego. You know what that Intego?
Yeah.
It's like Kickstarter.
Right. To raise money. Jake has nothing. He has no insurance. He has nothing. He tweaked and tore part of his rotator cuff in his shoulder in the gym, not doing my stuff.
Right.
I begged him, don't go in the gym,
Just
dude.
conventional.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his ego went into the gym one day with him, and then he walked in, he couldn't lift his arm up. And I'm like, dude, and he felt so bad. Oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Because he didn't want me to, be disappointed that he hurt himself. I'm like, dude, okay, let's take you to the doctor. And then they tell us, and we're working with Dr. Kelly, and he's up near Woodstock, and he's a great guy, top surgeon in the field, and he's giving us a break.
Right.
The anesthesiologist is giving us a break. But we put this thing up last night at 11:30 for Jake, all right? Because this is how many fans you have. And it's not like donate money and give you nothing. We get pictures.
Right.
We're doing this movie.
Vinny, you should donate some money. Get a picture of Jake the
That's
Snake
a good
Roberts.
spot. But over the night, I just want to tell you how many people care about Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
We put it up at 11:30. There's $2,500 in there today.
Right.
Yeah, and it needs like 9,500 or something.
Give out the URL so more people listening.
Well, go to is it Indiegogo?
It's Indiegogo. I gotta get
Indiegogo.com.
Yeah, let me just.
I'm sure if you just put it.
Steve gave it to me.
Now, Vinny, while he's searching for this, are you taking all this in?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Do you feel inspired?
Very much so, yes.
Yeah. What is Mama Bucci? What have you been feeding this boy, by the way?
He's been getting all of only the multigrain pasta. I don't know why he's so fat.
No, you can't. Are you eating the multigrain pasta? It doesn't matter.
The gluten-free pasta is what Vinny, because that's what that is for him.
Stop with the glutens. Dallas did that. Go ask Dallas down the hall how she stopped the glutens. Look, her breasts are amazing. You should see that. I just had them on my back.
Can you talk to him about his clothing, the purple shorts, the dress shoes, and then the sweater vest?
Yeah, you need a lot of counseling, but we've run out of time. Could you take
shorts are green? Thank you very much.
Oh, even better.
Purple, green.
All right, thank you, DDP, for coming in.
Let me give those to say. It's Indiegogo. Indiegogo.com/Jake the Snake. And if you want to see us, we're going to be at the Days of Dead thing next weekend.
Okay.
We're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come by and see us. We'll be there, and you'll be able to.
I was going to say, when you get Jake in the shape you want him, bring him in.
He's coming in next Friday. We'll see him.
Cool.
Wow.
Awesome. All right,
how about that, Vinny? All right, thank you, DDP. Coming up next, the general public. That's you people. And we will get to people standing by. There's some room still, 404-741-ROCK, ROCK, 7625. And we will take those wonderful calls next.
TRG.